What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Pickle Pulse. I am your host, Brian Green, and today we're going to do a match breakdown of a tournament I was in this past weekend. The UPA Virginia State Championships happened, and we played 5-0. There were 6 teams in our bracket, and we actually came away with the bronze medal. Now, this is a match that was on center court. I wanted to show it because, number one, the footage was really good. We were also playing the best team at the tournament. So I wanted to break down just the things that went well, how I was feeling, what we were thinking, what we were trying to do, and then also reach out to you guys, see if you can help me get through some of the tournament jitters and some of the things I've been going with. If you've enjoyed the content, I'd really appreciate you just taking a moment and hit that subscribe button, like, and definitely comment as we go along. Let me know what you would have done differently, how you would have handled things. But long story short, I hope this can be a learning experience for you guys and myself. So without further ado, let's get started. So here we are, and we're basically just finishing our warm-up. We are going to be playing against Tim Cass and Derek Kraje. They are both out of the southern part of Virginia. Matter of fact, I know that they have a little crew called the Roanoke Ruckus, and if you see on their shirts, they're both wearing those shirts. Jeff and I are in the tealish/gray shorts, the black Pickle Pulse shirts, and we are Team Pickle Pulse. All right, so we're doing some final talking to our partners, trying to figure out what we're doing. I know Jeff and I at this point are just saying, look, let's get it over the net. Let's make these guys play, and here we go. So shaking off some of those first point jitters, got lucky, and Derek just popped it up. I was easily able to put that away. Derek is at the bottom of the screen in the black shirt, and Tim is in the purple shirt. Definitely a little nervous here in the beginning as dropped that fifth into the net. Didn't want to leave it high for Tim. He was playing with a gearbox paddle, which he played really, really well with, which meant all the putaways were quite easy for him. And he has great touch, as you can see there. He dropped the ball, put it away nicely. You know, the funny thing is I had to run up to get that drop, and he should have just let it go, but did play it and ended up saving himself with it. And this one, that was a good backhand, just pushed him cross court. Did give him the opportunity for the ATP, but Tim didn't quite get it. And again, just nervous. I don't know about you guys, but do you get nervous when you're playing in tournaments? Especially those first couple of points. I make a lot of dumb mistakes, which really, really is upsetting, because at this level of pickleball, you can't make those types of mistakes. Now, that was a cool shot there because Jeff had the opportunity to speed up. The ball was a little high, and he could have gone straight ahead. He could have gone down the middle, but instead he rolled it cross court. Very effective. So you'll see my partner, Jeff Jones, is like the reset machine, and he's really good, for the most part, at getting the ball back over. But the first half of this game, you'll notice that we have a really hard time getting to the kitchen line against these guys. I hit a great drive. So a lot of times when I'm on that left side and serving right, if I hit a good deep drive and they give me a short return, I'm definitely driving back at the guy coming in. There, just hit the top of the net, and he was easily able to put it away on me. Into a little dinking battle here. And again, just nervous. Totally flubbed that one. It was an awful shot, and I remember it. I walked away going, come on, B, you got to be better than that. Not going to beat or stay with this team if I'm hitting shots like that. Now, that is one of my favorite shots, and if you're playing left, I think you should always be looking for any opportunity to jump that corner and speed it up, whether you do it forehand or backhand. There I went backhand, cross court. Tim did get a paddle on it, but it went out. So this facility has a bunch of cameras, and it's really cool that they have a little kitchen cam there so you can see the dinking when we go to it. And Tim just pushed it wide, gave me an easy ATP opportunity, and actually body bag Derek, got him in the shoe. Haha. So again, just trying to reset, trying to get to the kitchen line. Jeff and I are really struggling at this. My second reset goes high. I do get a paddle on it, but it goes wide. So at the 5-0 level, you have to hit your serves nice and deep, which I think I did a good job there. And then really get to the kitchen and try to win points there. Now, Derek has amazing hands. And you'll see from that point there that I thought I was going to put the ball away twice. It came back, but I did some scouting and I heard that I might be able to speed it up against Tim Cass. I did there and got away with it, which was really nice. Now this one, I sped up across the middle. Derek put a paddle on it. I didn't think he was going to hit it because it was going out, and wasn't ready for the next one and hit the ball out. That was a bit of a bummer because he gave me every opportunity. And then there I'm trying to basically make up for such a bad shot and hit it into the net. So don't do that, guys. Don't try to make up for bad shots. Play each point one at a time. All right, Jeff pulls it out super wide. Derek gets a pretty easy ATP. I try to handle it, but to no avail. We're down 4-1 now. That was dumb. So return middle, return middle, return middle. No need for me to try to hit it down the line, give them a free easy point, and that's exactly what I just did. All right, now that was a good point, and Derek sped up at me. I got it back, fortunately. Jeff also got the next speed up back, and then Tim hit it a little long. That was just lucky. Let's be honest, he should have put that ball away. Now we're in a little dink battle, trying to push it out to the right. I sped up, but of course hit the net. All right, Derek's gonna go middle, and then, ooh, that was ugly. So basically popped it right up to his forehand. Easy put away for Tim. It's now 5-1. We are down deep in this game. And at this point, I'm feeling really nervous going, geez, I don't want to get blown out by these guys. I do understand that we were the underdogs, but that felt really good to get the side out and bring it back to us. It's 1-6-1. I'm serving. And again, you'll see that we just can't get to the kitchen. So resetting. Tim finally gave me a ball that I can attack, and I hit it right into the net. Not going to win 5-0 tournaments if you're hitting balls like that. Okay, that was just dirty. Giving him a little clap there. Tim hit a great shot. I thought he was going to dink it back. He just let it roll off of his face. Went just outside my reach, and there was no way I was getting that. Down 7-1-1. Derek serving. Okay, almost got him there going behind Tim. He was trying to poach a little bit there. And then boom, terrible speed up on my hand. One of the things I do when I'm nervous, especially playing the right side, is I'll try to speed up across the middle. These better players are all over that, and he put it away quite easily. At this point, we're changing sides. I'm talking to myself going, don't be a dummy. Don't hit those types of speed ups. You must wait. Matter of fact, I watched a video recently where Tanner Tomasi out of Florida talked about why you shouldn't speed up off the bounce. And I think that was a really good indicator there, a really good shot of why. They're sitting there waiting on it, and easy putaways for them. It's now 8-1. We are down big, not feeling so good. We have changed sides, and just hoping to make a comeback here. All right, Tim pushes his dink a little wide, gives Jeff a pretty easy ATP. Jeff puts it away. Jeff played really, really well in this match. He definitely carried me as the first half. Like I said, I was really nervous. I don't know why I do that, but it's one thing that I really need to overcome on tournament days. So we have the ball back. It's 1-8-1. All right, and got away with one there. Usually Derek will reset those and get them right back, but Jeff's speed up worked. We now have 2-8-1. I put Jeff at this point on the left. I told him one of the things we talked about during this tournament is if you get a hot hand, you get on the left. So no egos here. Both of us played left a good bit throughout the day, but at the same time, when you're getting that hot hand, we're trying to put you on the left. Here I tell Jeff, let's just play straight up. I'm not feeling too bad. All right, 2-8-1. So this is kind of a pivotal point in the match where we really felt like we had to hold them. You'll see, that was one of my best shots. I did speed up off the bounce, so I went away from what I just said, but I sped up really high at his right shoulder. It was a good spot. Ended up body bagging Tim there. He was super cool about it. I apologized. But at the same time, it's what I was trying to do. All right, it's now 9-2-2 as Jeff just missed that one. Ah, beautiful. So Tim comes over, tries to poach. Jeff goes right behind him. You cannot get out of position at 5-0 or above. So if you're poaching, it better be a good one that you can put away or at least put a lot of pressure on the team. Now here, that was a cool little point because I told Jeff to get on the left. He was actually serving and I moved right. Tim tried to feed the ball to me, hit it a little long, and we got a freebie point. All right, into a dink battle. And then Jeff hit it into the net. I know he was super bummed about that. Again, at this level, you can't miss a lot of dinks. And we didn't miss a ton, but those really, really hurt, giving them easy points and or easy side outs. All right, Tim hits it just a little long again. That's where that gearbox goes against you. And that it's a hot paddle. It's got a lot of pop. But sometimes you hit a shot you think is great and it goes out. So one of the things that is a weapon for me is my serve. There, I hit it right down the middle. Derek had a hard time with it. We got a free point out of it. And same thing there. Derek just hit a ball that was way too high. He's trying to speed it up at me. And I put it away pretty easily. 6-9-2. All right, Jeff with a good get there. So one of the things that you'll see at high-level pickleball is defense. Defense is so key, keeping the ball alive, making them hit one more shot. At one point, we were behind in the point, and then it got ugly, and then Derek popped it up. I was able to put it away against Tim. That one felt really good, too. So it's now 7-9. We've gotten close. We're feeling good. All of my nerves are kind of out at this point. So Derek's hands are awesome. He sped it up at me there. I was just a little late and side out. All right, so back into this dink pattern here that seemed to play out over and over again. Jeff left it a little high. Tim had a pretty easy put away against me. One of the things I'm working on is that backhand counter on the speed up coming straight ahead. And as you can see, I need to keep working. The thing I noticed about this team over and over again is how easily they got to the line on us. Almost every time they were getting up to the line pretty easily, making us work from the kitchen line, dinking. That was one of the scouting reports that I got from a good friend of mine, James Broker, on this team, is that they are going to try to dink you to death. All right, so there he tries to push it out a bit wide. I hit a shot, just a little looper with topspin. It lands in. That felt really good to get one past him. 7-10-2. Back into that backhand dink. There he gave me something I could speed up, but he got it back and I wasn't quick enough. So 11-7-2. So this is a great point here where I fended off the attack. We've got it back to neutral, and then Derek hits just this awesome shot down the middle. Now, a lot of you guys might be wondering, whose ball was that? Was that Jeff's on the left? Should he have got out and got it with his forehand? The answer is no. That was my ball. I should have been covering there because Jeff has to cover line. I let it go through the middle as I was expecting him to push a dink really wide, and he was easily able to get the point. Now we're back on serve, 7-12-1. All right, so I made the kitchen line. Jeff didn't quite make it, but he was playing a little off the line all day because there was a lot of speed ups in this tournament. We ended up getting the point with them hitting it long. It's 8-12-1. All right, hit a great drive against Tim, and he gave me the ball I wanted back. I just hit it in the top of the net. Again, can't do that if you're going to win tournaments at this level. So we got the kitchen line. Yep, but then we popped it into the net. So there are two things in 5-0 pickleball. You got to get to the kitchen. You have to be able to dink consistently. We just didn't do that. So hit the tape. Derek popped it up. I was easily able to put it away. A bit lucky, but I was also prepared as I knew he was probably going to speed it up. Derek was not trying to dink at me a bunch. He definitely wanted to speed it up and test my hands. And there I was trying to keep Tim back and just pushed it wide. Gave him another freebie point, 13-8. Great shot by Jeff coming cross court. Derek does dig it out, but gives me a high ball. And again, can't get to the kitchen line. I feel like after watching this a couple of times, that's the big thing that we both needed to work on, is just getting to that kitchen line. For me, a lot of times I'm going to hit drives. You'll notice that I'm hitting a lot more drives than drops, and Jeff is hitting a lot more drops than drives. So they were feeding his third a lot more than mine. And yeah, even with him hitting pretty decent drops, they were bouncing high, and then it was really hard for us to get to the kitchen. It was taking us 4 or 5 shots at times to get up to the kitchen throughout the day, not just in this match. There we go, short return. Again, got to hit those returns deep. Tim was easily able to hit a strong forehand, nice and low. Jeff put it in the net. So that was a good point. In that we kept them back. They actually didn't make the kitchen line, and that was one of the few times that happened. So Derek puts it in the net. It's now 8-14. We know we're in deep doo-doo here. Jeff and I just take a moment, get some water, talk about what we're trying to do here, how we're going to come back. And basically speed it up a little bit here. There we go. We're back. We just knew we needed to get it over the net. And if we were going to win, it was probably going to be ugly. But again, here's one of those opportunities to get up to the kitchen line. All right, we've made it. Took us 4 shots, but we made it. And now we're into a dink battle. I'm thinking the whole time right now, like, just get it over, try to let Jeff cook as he's on the left. And then, of course, I hit a high dead dink. It goes wide. Derek ATPs it, can't get it back. All right, so we've made the kitchen line again. So like I said, we did a much better job. Jeff stayed really aggressive with the backhand speed up. They pop it up, and it goes right to him, even though he's standing slightly off the court. He puts it away on the forehand. We're at 10-14-2. Great time to hit it in the net there, Brian. Great time. So thirds into the net are the absolute worst. And it's one thing that I try not to do, but being aggressive with all of your third shots and your drives, I do hit it in there from time to time. I need to get better with that. Now, that last play was a great earning. I jump out, I see that they have the middle of the court covered, and basically just tried to roll it over to the opposite side of the court and end up getting Tim to hit it in the net for me. And game over. They stayed aggressive. We couldn't hold them off, and in the end, they were the better team. So let's come out and I'll tell you what I learned. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I learned some lessons from that, and I would love to hear your thoughts on the game. It's one of those matches that doesn't really look like 5-0 pickleball, but if you really think about it, I would say that a lot of the shots were super aggressive, and all of the points were played out in a way that I was proud of. Just need to get a little bit better, and that's what you'll find again and again at 5-0, at 5-5, at 6-0 is the consistency. Those players are more consistently getting the ball over the net, and it gives them an advantage to get to the kitchen where most likely their hands are better, and they'll win the points. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Appreciate you watching, and we will see you next week. Peace.